day for some sports.
Yeah, man, I got my car right
always.
here. Everything's in this baby.
What do we got? Nice.
Everything.
I'll grab the glove.
Have you ever seen the Other Sports Show before?
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
No.
Really?
Come on, you've heard of the Other Sports Show.
No.
No, I haven't.
No, not yet.
You ever heard of the Other Sports Show?
Would you watch the Other Sports Show?
Welcome to the premiere edition of the Other Sports Show. I am Dominic Scarano.
I'm Paul Raffel. You've got a lot of excitement. I'm really excited. It's our premiere episode, and we got a great show for you. Tell them a little bit about what it's all about.
It's a totally different show than anything you guys are used to out there. We're going to cover all kinds of activities and other sports out there, oddball things like softball and squash and badminton and kickball and anything else you can think of.
But in addition to just sports, we're going to do activities coming up in the area and stuff that isn't even athletic, maybe some activities that are just sports themed.
Absolutely, and we're not just going to cover Arlington, we're going to cover all kinds of different areas. Maryland, Washington, D.C., the whole region is going to get covered. You got it covered right here on the OSS.
And if you're wondering, that's what the hip kids are calling it. And if you're wondering why we're doing this show, there's so many different channels that cover the main sports in the area. So we're going to get all the different eclectic activities because D.C. has so much to offer.
Absolutely, there's so many different things here. And tell me something, Paul, what got you started in sports?
Oh, that was like in kindergarten, soccer, baseball. Like I got into all different sports.
Yeah,
at a
what
really
about
young
what
age.
about the other sports?
This show?
Oh, this show. I guess this show qualifies as an other sport.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we're going to learn about a lot of other sports.
We are. We're going to learn about all kinds of sports, and the sports that we're going to show you, even we might not know some about that stuff, so we're going to be learning right along with you guys.
So let's tell you a little bit about this show. We got some interesting activities in sports for you. We got a dragon boat racing.
Yeah, and we also have a piece on political softball. What makes softball political? You're going to have to find out.
And we have a special guest in studio for an interview. So we're going to get to that first piece, dragon boat racing. Do you know anything about that?
No, I have no idea what dragon boat racing is. Does that qualify as another sport?
It absolutely qualifies. It's a perfect other sport.
I'm assuming it's in water, right?
Check. Yeah,
Yeah,
you get
okay.
an A for that quiz.
I know some
but,
stuff.
It is a good sport. It's one of the fastest growing water sports in the United States right now. And a lot of people in this area don't even know about it.
Really? Well, who's going to tell us about it?
John Moriarty took us to the Dragon Boat Festival down in D.C. waters on the Potomac. So we're going to go to that. John?
This is John Moriarty with the Other Sports Show, and we're here today at the 8th Annual DC Dragon Boat Festival. Over 1,800 people are out today to race these incredible dragon boats. Let's take a look not only at the boats, let's talk to some of the people that are racing them.
We're a breast cancer survivor team. We are paddling for fitness, friendship, and fun.
We're with the Apapa DC Bakunawas.
We've wanted a Dragon Boat Festival in Washington, D.C. for over 10 years. This festival itself is like 8 years in Washington.
The sport of dragon boat racing has its roots in ancient China, where the first dragon boat races were held more than 2,500 years ago along the banks. However, the sport didn't go global until the 1970s when the Hong Kong Tourist Board staged an International Dragon Boat Festival to promote Hong Kong culture. Since then, it's become one of the world's fastest-growing water sports, with over 50 million people participating globally. 50 million people participating globally.
Dragon boating is one of the fastest growing water sports in the U.S., and I think it is because pretty much anybody can start to do it. You can be any level of fitness or experience and just get in the boat and start paddling and make it move.
There's a bunch of teams in this whole Dragon Boat. There's like 100 or so teams. So it's like companies will have them, or like whatever, like organizations, high schools, colleges, any kind of organization can bring a team together and start this.
And that's exactly what we see today. People coming from all over to enjoy a dose of Chinese culture right here in DC. The festival has it all. Music, dancing, but most importantly, take a look at the boats.
The boats are beautiful works of art, sleek, colorful, and designed to carry between 16 and 22 people down the river. Festival organizers expect more than 1,800 boat rides just today.
Not only we have teams from DC, we also have teams from Maryland, Virginia, and also even nationwide. We have Philadelphia police team, the breast cancer survivor team, as you know, and we also have a team from Taiwan, you know, as far away. Yeah, this is really becoming quite a sport. It's a sport that is in 50 countries. And almost in every state they have a dragon boat festival now running.
So why are so many people jumping into dragon boats?
Well, I'm a beginner. I've only been actually rowing on the DC Dragon Boat Club for about a month. And they were open and welcome to, have anybody out here from, beginners to, people who've been doing it for several years.
Actually, when I came to the team, I was not an athlete, and this has made me feel so strong in my core that I feel like everybody has to try dragon boating, not just cancer survivors. I think it's a growing sport in the country, don't you think?
I do. And anyone can do it, because if we can do it, anyone can do it.
You're going to be building your cardio, which is, so many baby boomers like me need to take care of our bodies. So whether you're surviving a disease or whether you're just trying to live a quality end of life, come out and try dragon boating.
When I first came out, it was just, a company that I work for sponsored the event, and I, came out to see what it was about. But, now I'm attached because of the whole, just the atmosphere and everything. And, the people out here are friendly, the competition is great. I love the water, so that's one of the things that brought me out.
There's simply something about being on the water together as a team that breeds camaraderie and builds friendships.
You want noise? Hold on. I was reading it. I said, wait a second, this guy is me.
Okay, my name is Chris Chang. I'm the race director for the Washington, D.C. Dragon Boat Festival. The boats that you'll see down there, they have 20 paddlers each, plus a drummer who keeps everyone in sync, plus a steerer who keeps them on course.
Come in on the stroke up, all boats. All boats, come in on the stroke, please. All water. All boats on water. We have alignment. Are you ready? Attention, please. And don't burn out.
Teams are made up of people of all ages and abilities. And it's not all about strength either. It's the synchronization of the rowers. Paddling in unison is what carries a boat to victory.
Hi, I'm Ellie Hutchinson. I'm the drummer of the Team Rocket Dragon Boat team. As drummer, I basically keep time on the boat. I mean, I personally don't set the pace of the boat. That's the stroke sheet's job. But I follow the stroke seat. I, beat out the pace, and if I see a boat breaking up, I can call a power 10, which basically gets everyone back in line, and then we can continue as usual. So it's just my job to keep everyone in order.
Paddle with all your might, and the person manning the tiller at the back of the boat takes care of the rest.
I hear that you guys won a heat. Tell me what it was like.
Yeah, it was really good. We won, so it was good.
We've seen the boats, we've seen the fanfare, and we've met the teams. Without a doubt, the 8th annual Washington, D.C. Dragon Boat Festival has been a tremendous success, and the Majestic Dragons represent everything that this event is about. Teamwork, unity, and coming together for a common cause. For the Other Sports Show, I'm John Moriarty.
Pretty impressive stuff. That was an excellent, excellent story by John. Joining us now in studio, we have a special guest, and this is Paul Brunson, who's the co-founder and executive director of Level 10. Paul, what is Level 10?
All right, Level 10 is a great nonprofit organization based in Washington, D.C. Primarily what we do is provide awareness around the achievement gap, which we believe is one of the most prolific issues of this time. A lot of people call this the civil rights movement of our time. In addition to that, we help to empower others to figure out what their role is in terms of helping to shape change in education equality. But to get right down to some of the programs that we offer is that we provide test preparation, academic tutorials, subject-based help to underserved students. So these are students that are coming from lower income households in the DC area, in Virginia, in Maryland, we're even down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, I was reading and I heard there's a pretty interesting story of how it got started. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Well, I guess growing up I was blessed because my parents always instilled that education is it in terms of in terms of prosperity, social awareness. And so a couple of years ago, I found myself working for one of these test prep organizations. I won't call the name out.
Won't reveal it.
won't reveal the name. But sometimes I call them Craplin.
No. Okay.
So I was working for this organization. But actually, we did a great job in providing test preparation to high-income students, providing great resources, great tutors. So we basically took that same model and brought it to lower-income students, had the same response, and that's really how we started Level 10.
Wow, okay. And I also saw a video of you on YouTube. It looks like it's for level10.tv, which I guess is part of the organization?
Absolutely. Level 10 TV is the extension of Level 10. So Level 10 is all about on the ground. Level 10 TV is how we plan to really create a wider scale awareness around the achievement gap. So it's a really cool online channel at level10.tv. And basically what we do is we ask questions to the audience, but we ask them via video. And then we have famous folks, personalities, maybe Dominic, you and Paul could come on. And yeah, really. And
you're going to have to talk to my agent.
Okay, all right. Afterwards.
My assistant, I gave your phone number for you.
Okay, afterwards, I'll talk to them. But then we have these folks to provide their responses to questions. So I may ask a question like, how do we mobilize young people around education activism? And our personalities would say,
level 10.
Yeah, that would work. But that's pretty much really the Level 10 TV.
Okay. In addition to people getting involved in the program through YouTube, how else can people help Level 10 or Level 10 TV?
Well, I tell you what, a couple ways is one, definitely come to the website. So that's a great way to come and you can figure out, or you can see how you can support Level 10. We're always looking for tutors, we're always looking for mentors, but most of all, we're looking for people to come out to our events. We have a huge event coming up. We want people to come to our events and participate.
Speaking of which, what is the
event?
big event?
What event?
Well, actually, but we have a really cool other sport that we are doing, and that is June 20th, and it is the first annual DC Tug to Close the Achievement Gap. So it's a tug-of-war event. It's really cool. It's 8-on-8. We have a men's division, a women's division, a unisex division, right? And people will be competing for what we call education equality. But it's about bringing awareness around education equality and having a good time.
And how does it benefit Level 10?
Well, first of all, it's about awareness.
Right.
Right. So the reason why we picked a tug of war is because anyone can do it. So we want people all over the community, right, low socioeconomic, high, any ethnicity to come out. And so that's one, is awareness. Secondly is that it is a fundraiser. So we're asking people to come and donate. We're asking for a $10 donation per person. But if you want to donate more or less, you're more than happy to do so.
If you want to go and sign up for the tug of war, what do they have to do to sign up for this event?
Well, right now what we're asking everyone to do is come to our Eventbrite website. So that's tug2close.eventbrite.com. And you can register your team at that site. You can register your team, once again, for 0 on up in terms of how much you want to donate. The event is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on June 20th. That's Saturday, June 20th at one of the greatest spots in DC, Haynes Point.
And there's a party beforehand, right, to kind of announce the brackets and get everybody psyched up for everything, right?
Yeah, we're trying to get folks warmed up, right? So on June 18th at Left Bank in Adams Morgan, a really cool spot from 6:30 to 10 p.m., we will invite everyone to come out. We'll announce the brackets, and we'll just have a good time partying with the purpose.
You guys already have a number of people signed up for this event already?
Oh yeah, we do. We have a lot of great sponsors already. Teach for America is a big organization. They've come in. They're going to be a sponsor. Cake Love, right? They produce great cupcakes out of DC. They are Left Bank. Reston Limousine here in Northern Virginia. They will be providing transportation from the metro to Haynes Point.
Wow.
So we have a lot of great partners, and we have a lot of great organizations that have already signed up.
And level10.tv, I'm assuming that can serve almost a global awareness kind of thing because it's online. Anybody can participate in that.
Absolutely. We actually put Level 10 TV together because we wanted to affect change on a wider scale. So outside of this DC area and Atlanta where we participate. So absolutely right. This is global. The achievement gap actually is a global issue because when we look at the achievement gap, we're looking at the difference between what high socioeconomic, low socioeconomic folks score on various tests. And this is something that's not just a DC or United States-based issue. This is a global issue.
All right, well, there you have it. Thanks a lot for
Thanks.
coming in.
So I'm going to see you guys tugging?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're going to have to buff up a little bit.
No, you guys are there. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right,
like
cool.
you said, June 20th
Yes.
is the event. Sign up. Don't donate just $10. We want you to make it rain for the
That's right. That's right. Level 10.
So, yeah, so what's up next, Dom?
Up next, we have that softball piece I alluded to earlier, and it's about politics, a little bit of politics going on with softball there.
Appropriate in D.C., right?
Absolutely. John Moriarty takes us to the political softball league.
This is my third year, and also third year as the coach.
What goes into being a good softball coach?
I don't know.
It's a lot of cat herding, trying to get enough people to show up and get everyone there on time.
We haven't really had a winning season.
I like to follow the advice of Billy Beane, the famous strategist for the Oakland A's, was the manager for a while. If you read Michael Lewis Moneyball, you'll get a good idea of sabermetrics and on-base percentage, slugging percentage, that kind of thing. That's on the offensive end.
Good motivation, good selection of the batting order,
yeah, you're next.
And then really good scorekeeping.
Who's up here, buddy?
Oh, I don't know. Who was up last?
What the hell's the point of this if you don't know who's up?
You want to take the other list and...
Who's up?
I'm on
Everybody
camera.
who went
It's
last?
my big day in Hollywood here.
Emily's first, and then Justin, and then you.
We're with Newt Gingrich's office. I can't imagine when the other time we'd be hanging out socially with Greenpeace, but you can come out here and play a baseball game and have a great time.
Don't ask me anything about politics. Come on, this is...
No, we're here to talk about baseball.
Oh.
Softball.
I think it takes the will to win. I have dirty fingernails from my glove. Just you're not afraid to get dirty. You're not afraid to go up against people bigger or stronger or, have nonprofit status but have a lot of money, things like that.
What do you think is the vision for the Neutralizers as a softball team?
Winning. Definitely winning.
The picture looks pretty good.
Well done, guys. Good work. I think fun comes first, and then with that it comes competitiveness and winning. I think it's winning and fun.
You know a lot about baseball. Nice kicks. How do you set the weight on your feet? How would you describe a good stance?
I think a good strategy is about 60% on the right leg, 40% on the left leg. So you're leaning back. The pitch is going to be a little bit slow in work league softball, so you have a tendency to kind of get out and under it, which pops it up.
It was a pleasant surprise.
What is a sea slug?
I'm not sure, but the back of their shirt says legends in their own slime, which I love.
If you've ever seen a sea slug, they're disgusting. I saw some in Florida. They're black. They're muscle tissue. They kind of just look like a big blob.
I don't need this anymore. I'm going to go take third. Huh?
This is such a lighthearted game. Do you ever run into any teams that are really nefarious? Like really, does that ever happen, or is that just a myth?
Can I wait?
Yeah.
Just focus, man. Just focus. Keep my eye on the ball. Hand-eye coordination. That's just focus on the ball and try to hit it all the way out there and get a home run from the team.
Do you think that steroids is like clean coal?
No. Steroids are great.
Tell me the difference between baseball and softball.
I think aside from you get 4 outfielders in softball, and it's also because you're not hurling the ball in at 80 miles an hour. It's a lot easier for everyone to play.
What is the difference between baseball and softball, really?
Well, bigger balls. Me neither.
They like to win, and I think you guys did win. Did you guys win today? Yeah! And what was the final score?
A lot to a little.
So what's the count?
A lot to a little.
Today the neutralizers took the Sea Slugs a lot to a little.
You know, for every one person on the Hill lobbying for what we want, we've got about 200 of the opposition. So I kind of feel like it makes sense. I mean, what would we be if we weren't the Bad News Bears?
Good game. Good game. Okay.
I really love the competitive nature both on the softball field and then I guess the issues off the softball field that they really feel strongly about.
Absolutely, that truly was political softball. I mean, I'm surprised the debate didn't break out between the liberals and the conservatives.
One thing I can also relate to is coaching a team. Those guys are kind of griping about coaching, and it really is like babysitting 20-somethings or 30-somethings because you got to call them and tell them when to be where. You got to sometimes pick them up. You got to get them drinks. It really is a pain in the butt.
I cannot imagine what it must be like to be a coach of another sport.
But it's still fun.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's great to get with your friends, and you could see they were all having a great time as well.
They were having a spectacular time, and I hope you guys are having a spectacular time on the premiere show of the other sports show, the OSS, as I like to call it.
You love the hip slang, but we do have so much more coming up with the other episodes that are going to come. We're going to do some spelling.
Some spelling, yeah. We went to the
Sports spelling.
ESPN zone in Washington, D.C., where I didn't win, but
Neither
did you, so it's all right. Everything's good. We got something on cricket, too. For those of you who don't know anything about cricket, like me, I don't know anything about cricket.
I don't really know. I just know you wear white. That's about it.
There's a lot of white.
But before we end this show, we got a guest. Right?
We do. We have another special guest. This is Rocky Kavanaugh. We're going to bring him in. He's from Blvd. What's going on, Rocky?
Show sponsor, our first show sponsor.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
I really appreciate you coming
Great
in.
grip there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys both look like strong guys. Yeah.
Try and get to the gym sometime.
Good.
Tell us about Blvd.
Well, Blvd started right here in Arlington, Virginia, just 3 years ago, and it's really mostly about getting fit, feeling healthy, and getting pumped up.
I like that.
Getting pumped up where? Like in the area?
Just getting pumped up wherever you need to do it. And really, this is about playing sports. It's about getting big. It's about getting strong. And it's about feeling good.
So what's the focus of Blvd?
That's a question that I asked myself a while back, and it led me in one direction, and that's this new program I just started. It's called SKY. And SKY is an acronym for SKY. S stands for sculpted.
Oh, it's Sky or Skies?
Sky.
Oh, sorry.
SKY. Yeah,
Okay,
you're a speller, right?
I just
All
do so well.
So sculpted, that's the S.
Okay.
And you know, sculpted is about really sculpting your body. You're your body's artist. So, like, take the deltoids. Too much is never enough, right?
That's a muscle, right?
Where are the deltoids?
They're up in here. I'll show you. We'll get you in the gym.
All right.
Number 2 is the K. Now, K stands for kinetic energy. You know what kinetic energy is, right?
It's energy.
It's about
like
movement.
physics.
Movement, right.
And we're going to get everybody in Arlington out into the parks. We're going to out playing soccer, baseball, basketball, hacky sack, whatever they want to do. We're going to take the people out there. You've always got the potential to have some kinetic energy.
I like that.
What about the Y?
Why? That's a good question. Why not? That's what
But
the Y stands for.
Y is it's W.
That's a W.
WHY is Y.
Sky, Y, sky.
All right, Rocky, before you leave, You need to show us an exercise in the Sky program. Can you do that for us?
I can do that.
All right.
Let's just tell you what. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek.
Okay.
No, just start out with a sneak peek. Start out with the basics.
Should I
all
stand right here or?
Listen, no matter what you're doing,
Okay.
you can always pick up a weight and do a curl, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And if you can do one curl, what's the limit? How many could you do?
3 or 4, 5.
Paul?
It depends how heavy the weight is.
6.
You should say more than him, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The idea is that you're curling because when you curl, you pick up the weight like this.
Are we doing it with you?
You lift it up.
Okay.
Watch this. You go like this.
Okay.
And this is what the program is all about. It goes from 1 to winfinity. 1 to winfinity. Go ahead, try it.
All right.
Curl it up.
1
to winfinity. That's right, and that's where it all starts.
Well,
how many
Rocky,
reps? How many reps a day? How many times a week? What do you think?
The sky's the limit. I think. I'm not sure how high infinity goes, but it's up there.
We really appreciate the time, Rocky.
Hey
Thank you for
there,
joining
anytime.
us.
Yeah.
Thank
Hope
you
to
very
see
much.
you guys
To the
soon.
show, fantastic.
Yes.
I appreciate you being a sponsor of the show.
Absolutely, it's fantastic.
All right, I'll be
Well,
back.
there you have it. The first episode
Premiere episode.
of OSS. I think it went well.
Yeah, it went
We
very
passed
well.
the test. I'm Paul Raffel.
I'm Dominic Scarano.
And I'm Rocky Kavanaugh.
You're supposed to be off stage.
Oh.
No, you can come.
We're just here to win games, you know. Stick it to the other team. Yeah.
Fan of any other sports other than the main sports?
Curling?
Curling. Very nice.
You're not a curly.